The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. Stephen Covey? All right, let's be honest. Does your to-do list have its own to-do list? Do you ever get to the end of a frantic, busy day? Look back, but what if that's a lie? What if the secret to getting more done isn't about managing 100 different tasks better, but about having a single powerful hack that makes 99 of those tasks irrelevant, and realize you were just running in circles, putting out tiny fires while the important stuff gathered dust? You're constantly connected, flooded with notifications, emails, and urgent requests. Your focus isn't just divided, it's been shattered into a million tiny pieces. We're told the answer is more discipline, better apps, more complex productivity systems. She doesn't give her a list of directions. She gives her something far more powerful. She gives her the commander's intent. What if I told you that the greatest generals in history, from ancient Rome to modern special forces, use a simple no? Why? Because she doesn't just know what to do. She knows why she's doing it. The mission isn't take the highway. The mission is get the package to the client. Her brain immediately starts working on new solutions. Okay, she pulls up her GPS, finds a back road, maybe even considers taking the subway for the last few miles. She adapts, overcomes, and accomplishes the mission because her focus wasn't on the plan, it was on the intent. The purpose of this mission is to get this package into the client's hands before 5 p.m. so we can close this deal before our competitor does.
Okay.
And you're about to learn how to use it on yourself. That's the main thing. The plan is to take the highway, but you have full authority to adapt as you see fit. I trust your judgment. Just get it done. It's almost secret mental model to maintain absolute clarity and focus in the middle of the most chaotic environment imaginably, battlefield. This isn't just a productivity tip. This is a battle-tested command strategy for your life. And if you stick with me, you're going to learn how to install this powerful software directly into your brain. Lesson 1. The 2 types of leaders to understand this hack. We need to look at 2 leaders trying to accomplish the same mission. Let's say the mission is simple. Get this package to the client across town by 5 p.m. He gives his employee, let's call him Tom, a set of hyper-specific instructions. Tom, I want you to leave the office at precisely 2:15 p.m. Take the main highway. Get off at exit 14B. Turn right. Then take the 3rd left onto Maple Street. The client's office is the 4th building on the right.
Okay.
Park in the designated visitor spot. Number 7. Do you have all that? First, meet Mike, the micromanager. Mike thinks being a leader means controlling every single step. There's a massive, unexpected traffic jam on the highway. Exit 14B is closed. Tom is now paralyzed. His plan, his only plan, is broken. He has to call Mike, wait for new instructions, and waste precious time. He has the what, but no idea of the why. Tom, being a good employee, says yes, and starts his journey. But what happens? Now, let's meet General G. She's in charge of the same mission. She calls in her subordinate, Sarah. She says, Sarah, here's the situation. This package contains a critical contract that needs to be signed. Sarah hits the same traffic jam. Does she panic? No. Does she have to call for instructions? This, right here, is the #1 focus hack of war generals. It's called Commander's Intent. Lesson 2. Defining your own commander's intent. You are both the general and the soldier of your own life. Every single day, you give yourself missions. Go to the gym. Work on my project. Eat healthy. But these are just tasks. They are the micromanager's instructions. They lack the power of why. You need to define the why behind every what. This transforms a boring task into a meaningful mission. When you inevitably face friction you're tired, you get a tempting invitation from a friend. You see a delicious-looking pizza your plan breaks, and because you only have the task, not the intent, you falter. The main thing is to show up for myself today. The gym is just the current plan. When it's 5 p.m. and you're feeling tired, it's easy to abandon the task, but it's much harder to betray the intent. The intent gives you a reason to find a new plan. Maybe you can make it to the gym, but you can still do a 20-minute workout at home. The mission is accomplished because you were focused on the why. The hack is to stop giving yourself to-do lists and start giving yourself commander's intents. Let's see how it works. The main thing is to lay one more brick for my future tonight. You're shifting from a passive task doer to an active mission commander. The old way. My to-do list says I need to go to the gym today. The new way? The intent is to reclaim my energy and confidence so I can be more present with my family and perform better at work. Can you feel the difference? The first is a boring order. The second is a powerful declaration of purpose. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is the main thing in your life right now? What's the one big mission? The one commander's intent that you're focused on? Is it financial freedom? A health transformation? Building an awesome relationship? Let's turn the comments into a strategy room. Sharing it makes it real. Go on, Commander. The old way. I need to work on my side hustle tonight. The new way. The intent is to build a source of financial freedom so I can have more control over my time and my life. This isn't just semantics. You are fundamentally changing your relationship with your goals. All right, let's put this into action. In military terms, you have to know which hill you're trying to take. So, let's hear it. Lesson 3. The freedom of how. One of the most powerful and perhaps paradoxical aspects of the commander's intent is that it creates incredible freedom. Mike, the micromanager, thinks he's in control because he dictates every step, but he's actually creating a system that is brittle and dependent. General G, on the other hand, creates a system that is flexible, adaptable, and empowered. When you give yourself a rigid, step-by-step plan for your day, you are setting yourself up for failure and frustration. The first unexpected phone call, the first email fire drill, and your entire perfectly planned day is in ruins. You feel like a failure because you didn't stick to the plan. But when you operate with a commander's intent for your day, you are prepared for chaos. Let's say your intent for the day is, the main thing is to make progress on the Johnson proposal so they feel confident in our partnership. Okay? The plan to write for 3 hours is shot, but the intent is to make the client feel confident. Okay? How else can I achieve that? Maybe you can use 15 minutes between meetings to send a thoughtful email with a few key ideas. Maybe you can schedule a quick 10-minute call with your team to brainstorm the trickiest part of the proposal. You find a different how because you are crystal clear on the why. Your initial plan might be to spend 3 hours in the morning writing the draft. This frees you from the tyranny of a perfect schedule and empowers you to be an agile, effective operator in the real, messy world. But then, you get pulled into 2 hours of urgent meetings. The old you would feel defeated. My day is ruined. I didn't get my writing time in. The new you, the commander, adapts. You look at your intent. This is the ultimate focus hack. You are not focused on a fragile plan. You are focused on an unbreakable purpose. Lesson 4. The clarity filter. The final benefit of this hack is that it acts as a powerful filter for your attention. Once you have defined your commander's intent, every opportunity, every distraction, every request can be passed through a simple filter. Does this help me achieve my main thing? If the answer is a clear yes, you do it. If it's a no, you ruthlessly ignore it, delegate it, or decline it. If it's a maybe, it gets put on the back burner. Your friend texts you with some juicy gossip. Does this help you achieve your intent of building your business? Ignore it for now. A new shiny object or project idea appears. Does this help you achieve your current main thing? They are not distracted by skirmishes on the flank or rumors from the rear. They have a clarity of purpose that makes 99% of all incoming information irrelevant noise. If you want more mental models like this to help you command your life, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're building an army of tranquil dudes and dudettes here, and you're invited. It's about replacing your fragile to-do list with an unbreakable commander's intent. Before you go to sleep tonight or first thing tomorrow morning, I want you to define your commander's intent for the next day. One single sentence. Tomorrow, the main thing is to ... It's about being crystal clear on the why, so you have total freedom and flexibility on the how. Stop being the soldier who is paralyzed when the plan breaks. Become the general who adapts and wins, no matter what the battlefield throws at you. You have your orders. It's the filter that separates the mission from the noise. No, put it on an ideas for later list and get back to the mission. Does it serve the intent? No, it can wait. An urgent but not important email lands in your inbox. This is how generals maintain focus on the battlefield. They know the objective. Take that hill. With a clear intent, almost nothing is. This is not about having more willpower to resist distractions. It's about having a purpose so clear that the distractions become invisible. We live in an age of information overload and constant distraction. Trying to manage it all is a losing battle. The secret isn't better management, it's better command. Best ideas for videos come from you. So, drop a comment below and tell me what you want to figure out next. What's a challenge you're facing that could use a new way of thinking? I'm all ears. Without a clear intent, everything seems important. All right, that's the strategy. Simple, it's powerful, and it's battle-tested. And hey, I mean it when I say this is our conversation. So, let's bring it all home. You now have the single greatest focus hack used by leaders who operate where the stakes are highest. So here is your final command. Not a long list. Just one thing. Write it down. Put it where you can see it. And let that be the guiding star for all your actions.